Howdy, howdy. Welcome on in to the pre-show before the free show. Not any pre-show before the free show. A special rendition.
A very special rendition of the pre-show before the free show.
Correct. And that being, we have Tepper. There's
Hi.
one.
Hello. This is my one shot.
There's
That's,
two!
Whoa!
T-Pop.
Joining me here at we didn't name this place. The
Mothership.
The Mothership. From Dave Campbell's Texan Live. You know him, you love him. There's a very good chance you've heard his voice. There is a lesser chance you've seen his face, though.
I'd say there's like a 0.1% chance.
He is one of the voices of Dave Campbell's Texan Live, Trevor Bullard. What's up,
T-Pop!
What's up?
How you doing?
Had to come see the new studio.
Yeah, you sauntered in, because you're based out of the Houston area.
Yeah, nice little 3.5 hour drive.
Man, you drive fast.
Humble's pretty north.
Yeah, that's true. You're in Humble. That's right. You're not in Houston. But you're up here for wedding purposes. Not your wedding.
No.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
No, not now. Not yet. Yeah, one of my fraternity brothers, who's also called some games for us in the past, Josh Green. He's getting married up in Aubrey.
Okay.
So
you decided to swing by the Mothership and
yeah.
And then Pickle grabbed you by the collar and threw you up against the wall and said, "We need some content out of you." And said, "You're going to be on the pre-show," basically.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
She is an intimidating boss.
It's not my fault that I have the cannons.
Okay. All right, there's a couple of things we need to get to here with Trevor Bullard.
Okay.
One of them, we got to talk a little baseball.
Okay.
It is the.
Do
we? We do.
Okay.
I'm a Texas Rangers fan. You're a Houston Astros fan.
Yeah.
I would say we have a quiet, respectful rivalry between us personally, not the two teams.
I was going to say, yeah, we're probably the most respectful,
like towards one another.
Yeah.
Representatives of each fan base. How would you assess so far? Actually, I want to ask you this question first. Last year's ALCS, did you just have a stomach ache the entire time like I did?
Yeah. That was a lot.
It was too much. I think it was too much.
And it was a lot because I went to game 6 and 7.
Oh no!
Yeah, actually I went to game 2, 6, and 7.
I went to game 3, so I think we between
also,
us, our favorite
0-4.
0-4. We watched our teams lose every game that they played. I don't know. I kept waiting for it to be over. I think because it felt like the stakes were so high. Mm-hmm. You know, obviously a berth in the World Series is on the line, but more than that, it was oh, you can't lose this game. You can't lose this series. This is like a forever series.
Yeah, it's kind of like with the Duke UNC thing.
Yeah.
You always have that.
You have to. Yeah. You're gonna hear about it forever and stuff. Okay. How do you assess your beloved Astros so far?
Bad.
Bad? Okay.
Bad. The pitching is Hunter Brown yesterday.
Yesterday was wild.
Atrocious. 9-0 after 1 inning.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to come back from. However, in other Trevor Bullard favorite team news, Houston Texans.
Cautiously optimistic. Very cautiously optimistic.
Hey, I mean, they're division champions. They won the division last year. They were a playoff team last year. And now, making moves in the offseason. I mean, they're get Stephon Diggs.
Brought Daniil Hunter back home.
I mean, it all seems like it's coming up Millhouse for the Texans right now.
Hope so. Coverboy's team's still number 1.
Okay.
And then I think it's a step down because, to be the man, you got to beat the man.
True enough. Woo.
Wow. And so then it's probably the Ravens, and then maybe they're the third tier in the AFC.
Yeah, probably true.
Because the Bills going to drop off. Dolphins are a joke.
Yeah, they were funny. Okay. When is what's the next? I know the slave driver's in there. The boss lady. So what's the next assignment for you? When's the next time people can hear you on Dave Campbell's Texan Live?
Don't know what baseball game, but it'll be baseball and softball because state soccer's this weekend, so we're not doing that. So baseball and softball, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday usually is how it goes down.
Wow, you're just out here grinding.
Always.
You're in your grind set. Okay. Anything else? Any parting thoughts before you head to Aubrey for wedding festivities?
I hope we have a fun Silver Boot series in Houston.
Yeah, that's right. That is this weekend.
Split last weekend, so
can't split this one.
No.
That would be weird.
Yeah. No.
They split the 3-game set. Maybe they can though. I would love to just split the Silver Boot.
Just everyone have fun.
I hope everyone has fun. Trevor Bullard of Dave Campbell's Texan Live. Hear his dulcet tones on TexanLive.com and see him in a wedding this weekend. Just go to every wedding in Aubrey and you'll find him eventually. One of them. Hit the theme expo. Yes, yo! From the brand new Dave Campbell's Texas Football Mothership here in beautiful, scenic, crime-free Lewisville, Texas. It is Texas football today, a program with a desk. My name's Greg Tepper. I'm the managing editor of Dave Campbell's Texas Football magazine, TexasFootball.com, a corresponding website. Thank you for spending part of your day with us, whether you're watching us live at TexasFootball.com, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or you're listening to the podcast, which you can subscribe to on the podcast vendor of your choice. Either way, thank you for doing your part to support your local mediocre internet show. I am sitting here at the desk, here at the news desk. That's what this is.
Is it?
Well, I can report some news from this desk, so yes. Sitting over there at Mission Control in the Pickle Palace, making us sound good. She is the Duchess of the Dorks, Miss 305, Miss 956. She's Ashley Pickle.
Hi, friends. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Masters Friday.
Correct. Don't say it. Don't do it. Don't ruin a good Friday. It's beautiful outside. The birds are singing. The sun is shining. The
Yeah.
Masters is on the TV.
Right. What's the problem with that?
Don't ruin anything.
With what?
Your mouth.
That seems rather presumptuous. I was just wishing, but I know this is your favorite sporting event,
It
so
is.
I want to wish you a happy Masters.
Well, thank you.
From Mr. Masters himself. Today is Friday, April 12th, 2024. It is 230 days until Thanksgiving. Happy birthday to David Letterman,
Okay.
as well as today would have been the 108th birthday of Beverly Cleary. Remember Beverly Cleary?
I don't think so.
She wrote a variety of, I believe she wrote the Ramona books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm familiar.
Shout out.
I recognize some of these words.
I'm the husband of an elementary school teacher, so
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Beverly Cleary is the name that resonates in my mind. Also, we have a special guest in the booth. Is that correct?
No, it's just me, and then T-Pup is no longer in the booth.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about pups.
No, ain't got nothing.
It's episode 1758.
Yeah.
Bang.
Good job.
On today's show, folks,
Cash it.
here in just a moment, we're going to be joined by the head coach of the Lake Dallas Falcons. It is Coach Jason Young will join us here to talk a little bit about his Falcons as they drop down to 4A Division I. Very interested to hear what he has to say. In the back half of the show, it is Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday. We're answering your questions about high school football, college football, recruiting, lifestyle, romance, travel, Beverly Cleary, other children's books. Get them in the comments.
Dude, Go Dogs Go slaps.
Facebook and YouTube.
And how to what's it? The Very Hungry Caterpillar.
Mm-hmm.
Another fantastic. Yes.
Eric Carl. Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss.
Anyway, get your questions in the comments, Facebook and YouTube. We'll get to a bunch of them at the back half of the show, and we'll round it all out with what we learned this week. So stick around for that. Do we have first four through the door?
We sure do. It was, as I pull it up because I was doing other things. I was trying to get ready for our next segment.
Yes.
V&A Moreno, Daniel Agnew, Ed McElroy, and Matthew Stepp. Welcome in, fellas.
What's up, friends and V&A?
And lady fella. Singular
What's
lady
up,
fella.
What's up, friends? We appreciate you spending a little bit of your day with us. A small programming note as we get Jason Young on the line from Lake Dallas. A small programming note. We are off the air Monday through Wednesday next week. Pickle and I, as well as other members of our crew, are going to be heading out of town. We will be out on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We will be back Thursday for an all brand new episode of Texas Football Today. You will not believe what we have planned for next Thursday's episode. You literally won't, because I don't know what's on it yet. But we'll figure that out in the interim. But no show Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week. We are out of town. So keep an eye on TexasFootball.com for the latest there. Pickle, here on this beautiful Friday, we are, I suppose, a couple months away from Fridays being a lot more exciting. But they're exciting today, as we are pleased to be joined by the head coach of the Lake Dallas Falcons. Joining us here on Texas Football Today, Coach Jason Young. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm excellent. How are things up there in Denton County?
Oh, I tell you what, it's a beautiful day. And our school, we had the day off today. So I'm sitting at home, just relaxing, playing with the dogs, and might go hit some golf balls here in a little bit.
And you agreed
I don't know.
You agreed to join a show with this guy?
Boy, on your day off. Wow, what a trooper. Coach, we sure appreciate your time. I want to flash it back to the 2023 season. You guys go 10-2. You're able to win a playoff game there in 5A Division II. Now that some time has passed, how do you assess what you and the Falcons were able to do in 2023?
Well, it was obviously we had a lot of success, and I felt real good about it. I was actually a little bit disappointed, because I did think we had a pretty salty team, and we hit the injury bug a little late in the season, and I'm not, there's nothing against Ryan or Ryder. They beat us pretty good, and they had a good game plan, but we were not at full strength during that, so that was a little bit disappointing. But we won some big games throughout the season, so I was definitely pleased with it.
One of the guys who was obviously integral to your season last year was Keandre Henry, the outstanding wide receiver, now signed with Memphis, off to the next level. I know you'd love to have him back for another year. For folks who maybe are excited to get him on campus at Memphis, what kind of playmaker are the Tigers getting?
Oh, he's a big time playmaker. He's got all the tools. Kid has a chance to be really special, and the thing about him, if you've ever seen him play, he's very raw still. He's still got a lot to learn. His body still needs to develop, but there's just so much potential about the kid. I mean, he's huge. First off, he's just a big kid for a wide receiver, and as fast as he is at that size, the playmaking abilities is unbelievable. And he'll go up and get the ball. I mean, he's a tall kid that can moss guys, and it's going to be interesting. I mean, Memphis is going to be really happy with him.
Talking with Jason Young, the head coach of the Lake Dallas Falcons here on Texas Football Today. Get involved in the conversation, #TF Today. Coach, you are entering your fourth season there as head coach there at Lake Dallas. You've been there for quite a while now, but obviously moving into the big chair, different than being defensive coordinator like you were when you got the bump up to the big chair. I'm curious to in your opinion, maybe what you know now about being the head coach at Lake Dallas that you didn't know back in, let's just say, July 2021 when you got promoted.
All the things that go on behind the scenes, man. I tell you what, Mike told me he was leaving, and this place is awesome. The community is great, I've been here for a long time. I've never even thought about leaving, but Mike, he left, and then I got the job just a couple of weeks later, and all of a sudden, I mean, I got hit with Booster Club and parent meetings, and that was the biggest thing, is just getting used to all that. And but it's been great, and like I said, the community's been very supportive, and so is administration. So it's been a really, really fun time.
Looking forward to this 2024 group here at Lake Dallas. You guys are bringing back 13 starters from last year's team. When you take a look at this group, this 2024 squad, what has you really excited about them?
Just the overall talent of it. I mean, we do return 13. I think it might even be 14. I can't I mean, depending on how much the kid played throughout the entire season. But I mean, just there's a lot of talented kids. We're just now starting to get into our skills. We're not able to do spring ball, but we can do football without pads and whatnot. And we're just getting into it. And I've just been really, really impressed with the overall team speed, especially at the skill levels. We have to replace a lot at our skill level, secondary and wide receivers. But the kids that played in our JVs this last year were really good, and our JVs was very successful as well. So those guys, they just need to step up into that role. That's going to be our biggest thing this coming up this next season, especially early on. Is we have talent, we're just not very experienced on the varsity level. So, but I'm excited about the group. It's going to be interesting with a new district in 4A.
I definitely want to ask you about realignment here in a moment. Before we move off of this particular group, you're our defensive guy. You cut your teeth as defensive coordinator. When you take a look at the defensive unit, what kind of strengths do you see on this Falcons defense heading into 2024?
Our secondary for sure. Our secondary I think is going to be really, really pretty dang good. We got some returners coming back there. I had a kid looking really good in camp or in practice. Kid by the name of Jay Sean Hardiman, he was here as a freshman, moved back to Kansas, or he moved to Kansas. His dad got a job up there, and Dad got reassigned back here, so he's back, and he looks good. So our secondary looks pretty sharp. D-line, we got a bunch of returners. Linebackers, which we're just going to have like I said, that's going to be an inexperienced position, but I still feel pretty good about it. We got some good kids that are stepping up.
Talking with Jason Young, the head coach of Lake Dallas Falcons here on Texas Football Today. Get involved in the conversation and hashtag TFToday. All right, Coach, let's ask about the elephant in the room, which is realignment. You guys made some waves there in 5A Division 2 last year. Now you guys are moving down to 4A Division 1. Gonna get a lot easier, right? Except you guys get dropped into 7 4A Division 1 with Salina, with Frisco Panther Creek, Aubrey, Sulphur Springs, Paris, and Nevada Community. I'll just ask you this. Is it possible that you guys drop down a classification and yet you guys have a tougher district draw?
There's no question. It was surprising when the numbers came out. We learned that we were going to 4A. We were excited, just because we had been one of the smallest schools in 5A for so long, and it was just going to be, we're thinking, being the big dogs now on the top of the deal, and then the football district came out, and in my opinion, and there's a lot of good teams out there, but I think from top to bottom, I think it's the best team, the best district in the entire state as far as talent-wise. But I will say this: I think whoever comes out of our district, I think will have a really good shot at making a big run in the playoffs. But it's tough. I mean, those are good teams. I'm not. Just because we were 5A, that doesn't mean a dang thing. Those 4A teams are dang good, and I know those coaches do a great job with those teams. So it's going to be a challenge, but it's definitely going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'll tell you that, I tend to agree with you as far as top to bottom. There's few districts in the state like 7 4A Division 1. It stands to be really fun to watch from wire to wire. Coach, I'll round it out with this. You are, of the many bullet points on your resume, one of them is that you are a UTEP minor. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about your new head coach out there, Scotty Walden, and how we're feeling about the Miners moving forward.
It's been interesting. I like the guy, and I don't know him, and I hadn't been back to El Paso for a while, but I got a lot of friends, that I play with that are kind of around the program. And then you see him all over social media. The guy's I tell you what, he's got so much dang energy, and I think that might be what UTEP needs. Somebody like that can get him going. Attract recruits. But I'm excited. I'm excited for the guy. I think it'd be fun to see old UTEP turn it around get on the winning edge of things.
Yeah, we tend to agree here. He is Jason Young. He's the head coach of Lake Dallas Falcons. Coach, we sure appreciate your time. Congratulations again on a fantastic 2023, and looking forward to seeing what you guys do coming up this year.
I appreciate it, bud.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
For sure. There he goes, Jason Young, head coach of the Lake Dallas Falcons. Join us here on Texas Football Today. And he's right. I mean, that was one of the reasons I wanted to have him on, is I think there is this notion whenever realignment comes out is you say, oh, well, who's dropping down? Mm-hmm. Who's dropping down? Oh, obviously, things get way easier for them. I mean.
Yeah, hold off a second. No, they don't.
Salina, Panther Creek, Aubrey, who was a district champion in 4A Division II moving up.
Yeah.
Right? All of these teams, not to mention a team like Sulphur Springs, a team like Paris, which always has dudes, Nevada Community, which is a program I think on the rise.
Sulphur Springs is good last year.
Sulphur Springs was an 8-win team, 8-3 team. There were of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
that
6,
district came down to the very wire. We had it on Texan Live on week 11.
Of the 7 teams in District 7 4A Division 1, 6 of them made the playoffs, 4 of them won at least one playoff game, and 3 of them won at least 2 playoff games.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, that is a difficult district.
It's a very tough district, and so I'm glad I wasn't completely off base, because it seemed to me it's like, oh, you're dropping down a classification, and yet there's an argument to be made that things got tougher for them. I mean, it is a pretty tough draw for them.
We have a Lake Dallas Falcon in the on the staff, right?
I do know that.
Yeah, VNA.
VNA Moreno.
Graduated from Lake Dallas. Go Falcons.
He's a Lake Dallas Falcon.
2018.
We'll have to at some point. We really do here in the new studio. We got to make sure we represent all of our alma maters.
That's true.
Llano, Coppell, Everman, Lake Dallas, Pleasanton,
Arlington.
Manor, Arlington. What am I missing?
Powers, but he
from
didn't.
out of state.
I don't know. Oh, Brooke was.
Craven went to Cedar Park.
Yep, and Brooke was what? Keller?
She went to
Keller
Keller
Central?
Yeah,
One of
Fossil
them.
Ridge maybe?
One of
One of
them.
them. We'll find out. But anyway, we appreciate Jason Young hopping on with us, talking a little bit of. Do you know what's going on here?
What?
No, I mean, in the right near the under your window.
Oh, no, I do not.
You'll have to check it out.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Carter went to Frisco.
Carter,
went to
the SCO.
We now have an animal in the studio.
Yeah.
We're Texas Football Today. We're here every weekday at noon on TexasFootball.com, talking football in the Lone Star State. You can follow us on Twitter at DCTF. Like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/Dave Campbell's. Follow us on Instagram, Instagram.com/Dave Campbell's. And of course, see us at TexasFootball.com. Coming up here in just a moment, Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday, answering your questions on Facebook and YouTube. Get them in the comments right now. Plus, will I be attacked by a cat? Let's find out after these goods and services.
I feel like bustin' loose, bustin' loose. Come on, get on up. Oh yeah, get on up. Bustin' loose when you wanna sing. Bustin' loose, baby, do your thing. Talking about bustin' loose, yeah.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Potter, Executive Director of Be Well Texas. Too many people are struggling alone these days, and alcohol and drug deaths are increasing. We started Be Well Texas to offer high-quality, science-based addiction treatment and recovery services anywhere, even at home. We provide compassionate, caring support virtually or in person. In many cases, there is no cost for treatment if you don't have insurance. Really. Welcome to Be Well Texas. We're glad you're here.
Wing is the largest residential drone delivery provider in the world, delivering to your home in less than 30 minutes. Order using an app just like other popular delivery services, and Wing's automated drone takes care of the rest. It's fast, safe, and sustainable, and it's now delivering to parts of Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. You can learn more at wing.com/TexasFootball. Again, that's wing.com/TexasFootball.
Born and bred in Texas hits a little different, as it should. Texans love doing business with fellow Texans. VCR Now takes its Texas roots as seriously as its many partnerships with schools and universities around the state. It's also why we're so proud to promote our brand in the pages of the Texas Bible, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, and on the airwaves of Texas Football Today. Driven by producing quality broadcast video, state-of-the-art audio, and LED video scoreboards at affordable prices, VCR Now makes sure to listen to your needs in its athletic department before recommending the next best steps. Building great products is our business, and it's our focus on building meaningful long-term partnerships with our clients that sets us apart. From our 24/7, 365-day help desk, the training lab in our hometown of Red Oak, or our sports marketing business plan that puts money back in the hands of our athletic departments we support, VCR Now is built to last. Reach out to us today at info@vcrnow.com or by calling 855-GO-VCR-NOW. Again, that's info@vcrnow.com or by calling 855-GO-VCR-NOW.
Back here on Texas Football Today on this Masters Friday here, where it's moving day here on Texas Football Today. And on moving day, we got one last thing to do, and that is to celebrate Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday.
The North Texas Honda dealers want to help you score on award-winning Hondas like the rugged and reliable 2024 Honda Ridgeline. Visit your North Texas Honda dealers today to learn more. Go see car or go to ntx.com to see car online.
See car?
When me car no go, me mechanic understand. But you don't have to worry about that with the rugged and reliable 2024 Honda Ridgeline because they always go.
What a read. Thank you, Honda, and our Helpful Honda, or North Texas Honda dealers for sponsoring Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday, where we have an opportunity to answer your questions about high school football, college football, recruiting, lifestyle, romance, travel, what high school Carter Yates went to.
Let's go, baby.
Get them in the comments, Facebook and YouTube. Pickle, do we have any questions from the people?
Yeah, they said, with the new office setup, will there be any video Tep and Step podcast in the future? Do you guys really want to see this face even more than you already have to? Because I don't. And if they're going to do that, that means someone's got to produce it. And you know who that usually falls on? Me.
I mean, you know how like an army of people working for you, though.
Yeah, but they're also very busy.
Yeah, but...
And looking at your face doesn't need to be the thing that's added to the docket.
I don't know, maybe. Could be...
it's definitely not out of the realm of possibilities.
Yeah, I would, I just, we're thinking about it. We've got a bunch of ideas.
Does Matthew like to be on camera? He doesn't.
He does
mind
interviews.
It.
Yeah, he doesn't mind it. I think that would, I think you could.
Yeah.
That would be maybe an idea. So we've got some ideas in the hopper. This is the first week of the new studio. We're still figuring it out, trying to figure out exactly what we're going to do. So maybe. That's a big maybe. Although it is it's a premium podcast, only available to Dave Campbell's Texas Football subscribers, which you can get if you go to texasfootball.com/subscribe. Makes a great gift as well here on Masters Weekend. But I would just say that, it's a possibility. We could see if the people want it, then we could give the people what they crave. It's an option. What's next, Pickle?
What is your favorite sports movie / TV show of all time?
What a good question. It's funny because it's like there's a couple of different things. There's the movies that I think are the best, and also the movies that I enjoy watching the most.
Yeah, some of them are sentimental value.
Yeah, like there are movies that, for example, I think Any Given Sunday is a masterpiece. That movie stinks. Like, I'm just telling you, it's not very good. Like, and it's a silly movie. And yet, anytime it's on television, I 100% will watch Any Given Sunday. If anything, for the Pacino speech, which is just excellent. We fight for that inch. Let's see. As far as like the best ones, my favorite ones, like another one, for example. I think Little Giants is a great movie.
Yeah.
It's not good. Like, I wouldn't recommend it to like a film critic. But it's a movie I enjoy.
I've never related to a character more than the little guy on Little Giants who looks in the mirror every morning and he goes, "Urgh." Yeah. That's I do that every morning. I feel that in my bones.
The other thing about this, I would just say this. It's worth reiterating here in the new studio my take on Friday Night Lights, the movie. You can go back and check out on YouTube in our archives. Myself, Max Thompson, Ishmael Johnson reviewed the Friday Night Lights series. And it's fine. Like, I get why people like it. It's fine. Not my cup of tea, but it's okay. The movie is mostly great. The movie is mostly great with one absolutely glaring problem. And that is, and there's people who know what I'm going to say, the playoff bracket that they put out there is a disaster.
It's so bad.
It's got
Odessa's playing like
Harlingen in like the first round, and I just want to I just want to tear my hair out.
Like, just ask somebody.
Yes, like what an unforced error. Call me.
Yeah.
My phone number is available to you, producers. But no, they couldn't be bothered. Instead, they were just like, well, let's just pick schools at random. Certainly, some dude who hosts an internet show is not going to watch it, and it's not going to ruin his movie-going experience. It's neither here nor there. I also like Field of Dreams. It's a good movie. Major League. It's an excellent movie. Yeah. Can I ask you a question that I saw on the internet today?
Yeah.
So I want to give credit where it's due, but unfortunately I can't. I don't remember who, I didn't see who first posted this. Somebody proposed I think somebody made a bet. It's like $100,000 if you can eat $1,000 worth of McDonald's in 36 hours.
Oh my.
$1,000 worth of McDonald's in 36 hours.
You'd have to order the most expensive stuff on the menu.
Yeah, no drinks.
No drinks.
You can use drink. You can have drinks, but like they don't count towards your total. And only $200
throw back some Dr. Pepper.
And only $200 can go towards salads.
Oh man, yeah, no, I can't eat $200 worth of salad.
In 36 hours, that's a problem. Yeah.
I eat one McDonald's meal and I'm good.
I know.
I don't. Is breakfast available?
Ooh, what a great question.
Because like. I can.
Hash browns?
The hash browns are fantastic. I also, and this is more sentimental value for me, I could slam some pancakes for McDonald's. Like do you know the little tray that I haven't had breakfast from McDonald's in I can't tell you how many years, but they used to come on like the flat black kind of tray thing with the container top on top of it. That stuff hits.
This is very much reminiscent of the pizza bet. That you've never.
No, and I know now. Like, I genuinely think
you don't have that dog in you anymore.
No, I think that
for those who don't know, the pizza bet
is the longest outstanding bet ever.
It evolved from originally the question was, could you eat 2 large pizzas in
8 hours, like a work day?
In a work day.
Brian, my fiance did it.
What?
Yeah, he got. When we first started like really talking about the pizza bet and I was like on the fence of doing it or not, he did it.
2 large pizzas in 8 hours? Brian's got that dog in him.
He does have that dog in him.
You just don't.
I don't. No, and I really do think, like, go back to what was I, 22 at that point? 23 maybe. I think I was probably around 22 when I was confident that I can do it. We can
go back and check the tape.
I think I could have. I might not have been able to. I'm so competitive, and I was able to eat that much back then. There's no way at the old age of 27 that is ever gonna work. Like, I would have gut issues at this point.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, but back then I think I should have put my money where my mouth was, because I think I could have done it when I was 22 and could literally eat anything in the world.
All right, do we have 1 or 2 more?
Yes. Hang on.
Sorry.
We are going to
You're producing as well.
Yeah, and dude, it's hard. Like taking a look behind the scenes too. I'm doing it off of a laptop, which means I don't have a mouse. It's very difficult to work this thing off of a trackpad right now. Why is Tepper wearing that shirt?
Oh, this shirt?
Is that your Shea Serrano shirt?
Yeah, or it's not. It's from Shea Serrano, but it was. Oh my gosh. Arturo draws on Twitter.
Okay,
He's
yeah,
great.
Yeah.
He does all the art for Shea Serrano stuff, but this is a little basketball man. And it's because I love Little Basketball Man. I want to encourage you to shoot your shot.
This is fair.
So there's a short answer to a long question.
Okay. What? Oh, this is.
Here's an ender.
Aaron Arbuckle with an absolute heater. This might be the favorite question that you've ever had.
Okay.
What Texas high school football game is considered Godzilla versus Kong? What an unbelievable question.
I would say you go back to that first North Shore Duncanville game in 2018.
Yeah.
Because I've gone back, actually, I did this maybe like November. I went back and I listened to Tep and Step. I never do that. But I listened to the Tep and Step previewing that game, 2018.
Really?
And Step and I talk about how these are the two like Texas high school football Goliaths.
Right.
They're enormous schools. They have like they both have elite athletes. They're both undefeated. They're both like the god king of their particular area. Dallas versus Houston.
Which
so good that we put it on the cover the next year.
In which two are like that's like the two most heated rival regions across the state.
It's always Dallas versus Houston. Like, who has the best Texas high school football? It seems to come down to those two. Two big bands, right? Two big offensive lines. Like, everything about these teams were big. And it was on the final game of the Texas high school football season, like the Saturday night showcase. That is Godzilla versus Kong.
Yep.
That was Godzilla versus Kong. And
radioactive dinosaur, giant ape.
Absolutely. I would say that was the Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah.
So, excellent question, though, Aaron Arbuckle. All right, Pickle. It's that closes out Help on a Mailbag Friday. There's one last thing to do this week. It's a new segment we like to call, So what did we learn this week? It's an opportunity for us to really reflect on a week of programming here at Texas Football Today. We're going to do this every Friday, close it out, instead of Final Thoughts.
We're calling it America's Newest Segment.
Yeah, America's Newest Segment. So what
no
did we
matter
learn
how
this
many
week?
times that we do it, it'll be America's
Newest Segment.
Yes.
6 years from now, it'll be America's Newest Segment. So, Pickle, what did we learn this week? I think we learned new studios are fun.
Yeah, very fun. I think that we learned that we're really handy with drills. We hung up those monitors, which was good. We punctured a lot of holes through the wall, not drill size holes, like actual holes. I think that we learned that lighting is incredibly important and that it's not as easy as setting up lights.
I think we learned that Oklahoma's getting a star in Malik Hawkins. I think we learned that.
I think we learned that people also think our studio is as cool as we think it is. Like, it's not just an us thing, because like when Malik walked in, his eyes got big and he instantly started taking videos, and to see someone that had never seen our setup before like walk in and go like, oh, this is nice, like that made my heart so happy.
I think we learned Texas Tech recruits close to home. We learned Kansas doesn't.
Yes.
We learned that
Sam Houston also does. That was interesting.
We learned that Shadow Creek's going to be just fine with new coach Tyrone Green. We learned that Lake Dallas's defense is probably going to be pretty good, especially in the secondary. We learned that North Shore Duncanville is Godzilla versus Kong. And yeah, I think we learned that friendship is important. It's the root of all that makes us human and wonderful. So
you learned that this week?
Yeah, and I also think we learned that eclipses.
Oh, dude, we learned science.
We did learn some science.
Science is dope.
I think we learned that science is dope.
Official stance of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Get your feet off that desk. Absolutely not. You learned that you do not put your feet up on my nice desk.
Can I get an ottoman for this segment? Because this feels like a feet on the desk segment.
This is stroking the cat and thinking about
like
thinking about life.
Like smoking a pipe. I think we learned.
Yeah, I feel far too sober for this segment.
We can fix that.
Also true. Beer Cart Friday.
Yeah, I think we learned that like space is cool.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna take onus on that one. That's been known.
Okay.
You learned that space is cool.
Right.
I've known space is cool.
I think we learned that eclipses can be fun, and don't look at the sun. I learned that this week.
Yeah. Should take that one back to your kids.
No.
Fair. Who needs retinas anyway?
That's what we learned this week. It's going to do it for us. Thanks for spending a little bit of your day with us. Follow us on Twitter at DCTF.
At G-Power Scout.
Follow Powers on Twitter. We learned that Powers is on Twitter at G-Power Scout. Follow us on Twitter at DCTF. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Dave Campbell's. Follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/Dave Campbell's. And of course, see us at TexasFootball.com. I just love promoting Greg Powers' Twitter.
You know what? Me too.
Reminder.
I just love Greg Powers, period.
Reminder, no show Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. We're back Thursday. Thanks again to Jason Young of Lake Dallas for being our guest. For Ashley Pickle, I'm Greg Tepper. Vince Young, please get your Player of the Year trophy. We'll see you Thursday on Texas Football Today. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.